So that's pretty much it. So we went over the grip, alignment, the ball position, posture, and a little bit about our stance as far as being shoulder width apart. Is there any questions about any of that? I felt like you guys did a good job with the grip. You guys did a good job seeing the difference in the alignment, and I hope that makes a difference. Definitely did a good job and are knowledgeable about where the ball positioning is and how that'll affect your shots. So now we can move on to the putting drill that we have. Just to recap what we talked about as far as putting goes, is that you guys might benefit from changing your grip a little bit. The tension thing I wouldn't change unless you feel like it's a hindrance. It's never bad to try and have a softer grip. And then also the putting drill with holding the ball within there. If you do have time to practice your putting, it's good to do just because it helps promote not breaking your wrist down in the back or through and hitting the putt squarely. And you guys all did a really good job at that. And I like putting how it can be unique to the individual. So you guys all did a good job with that. And that's pretty much it for the putting. All right, so just to recap and end this portion of the lesson, we did the knees together drill to promote being centered over the ball and leading with your hands. Did you feel like that helped you guys? Yeah? Just to hit down on the ball a little bit. And then we did the T drill, which obviously shows you whether you're coming from the inside or the outside. And outside. Joe, we know that you come from the outside, so that's something that we'll have to look at going forward. And then finally with the alignment sticks to promote being square to our target and knowing that if we miss left or right, it's not necessarily because we weren't square. And obviously with all three of you guys, you want to make sure that you're conscious of kind of closing your shoulders at address, or what would feel like a closed shoulder at address, to then hit the ball more squarely. A lot of the times, like we talked about before, when you miss as a right-handed golfer, it goes like this, and we're set up open, and then since it's going right, we have a tendency to then open up more to try and help it left, when what we need to do is the exact opposite and close our shoulders. Okay. So that's just something to keep in mind. Do you guys have any questions about what we went over today, or any comments, anything?
I don't think so.
No? All right, sweet. Okay, so just to wrap it up, I want to thank you guys for coming to the lessons. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys are willing to take the time out of your day and let me teach you. It was cool. Good group of guys. So thank you for that. And wrapping up about the sand, definitely improvement for sure. I saw a lot of good shots hit today. So just to reiterate what we covered, the dollar bill thing I think is important, to focus on where you want the club to enter the sand in. For you guys, for Joe and Calvin, you got to be conscious of those checkpoints of, I need to open up, a little flex in my knee, and make sure that club face is open. It's going to be very difficult with a shut club face, even if you hit down on the ball very hard, to be able to pop that ball out there. And the more you open it up, the softer that shot's going to get. And then for you, Steven, I think being conscious of entering the sand is really big. We found out that you have a tendency to kind of, when you hit it, you dig really deep in the sand, and then you don't get a flush shot. So being conscious of that. Vita, you hit way too many good ones, man. For not being good in the sand, you hit a lot of good shots. So it was cool to watch. And then maybe just practice for you, because it seems like you got fairly comfortable fairly quickly. So, but again, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. It was awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for letting me teach you. Vita, it's great to meet you. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your time here at Treetops.